guys, I'm Sallie.
And I'm Allyn.
We are Sal and Al.
The Wool Slayers.
Welcome.
Hey, y'all.
We're back in the knitting nook.
Yay.
It's been 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
More than that, really, once you see this. So we have some stuff to talk about.
Yes, we do.
It is legit. It's amazing what just a little extra time, and we were cranking out the knitting.
Some downtime where I could actually sit and knit.
It wasn't like 3 weeks and like our normal routine.
Right.
It was like 3 weeks and it was vacation. So
right.
Or kids are out of school.
Right.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Sorry, we're skippy.
Hold on.
Hopefully you guys didn't see that, but you might have.
Might have. Okay, let's see.
Or you edited that out and
you
now
know
we're
what?
back. Okay.
I might just leave it.
Excuse me. So, buckle up because there's a lot. First things first, Vogue Knit Live is next week. So excited. So I will be there. Find me if you are also going to be there. Message me. We can like hook up to, I would love that. I'm hoping to meet Crooked Knit.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't live in Brooklyn. I lied. Misremembered.
Right.
And you are going to Nacogdoches.
I am, and the Nacogdoches girls reached
I know.
out.
Thank goodness.
I need to
And once they
them.
did, I was like, that's right. That's their
Yeah.
usernames. And like, it's just so hard for me. Like, remembering people's Instagram names is like
So hard.
so hard.
Unless it's like mine, Allyn Wise.
But then you're like, no, that's too easy.
That can't be her.
And you're not even on that one, so I don't
know.
Anyway, don't bother following
Yeah.
Allyn because she's not on there. Speaking of Instagram, you can find us on at Wool Slayers Podcast on Instagram. I'm on Ravelry as Sallie Wren.
Oh, I'm on Ravelry as Allyn Loves Yarn. It's not like we haven't done this 57 times.
Facebook and Ravelry both have groups, Sal and Al, the Wool Slayers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we're both excited for our trips.
Yes.
So we will be talking about those on the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be exciting. What else? I had a migraine yesterday, and so if I'm a little bit like, what?
And we were supposed to record yesterday, but the extra day gave me one more sleigh.
I got really close to having another sleigh, but it didn't happen. So yeah, I'm like totally spaced out today. So yeah, we start with fails.
Okay, I have one.
Oh no.
I know.
I don't have one.
It's really one that was a fail a long time ago.
Uh-oh.
The Rochambeau mitts, the rock, paper, scissors ones.
Why was it?
It was too big.
You knit this a long time ago.
I did.
Okay.
I knit this a long time ago.
It was too loose or something.
Yes, it was too loose, and then I tried to make it it was too big. I tried to make it a mitt, and it's fine. But it's been languishing for well over a year.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, and when I did the knitting nook, I went through stuff, and I'm like, I need to pull that yarn out.
Yeah.
I'm going to Sallie Wren it and throw it away.
Good job.
I mean, it is.
Like, what's the point?
Sallie Wren. You didn't even flinch when I said Sallie Wren it.
No, that's my name.
Sally Snyder's your name.
Well, but Sallie Wren on Instagram, so I was in the... I'm Sallie Wren on Instagram.
It's Knit Picks palette, which is so cheap, and there's
good for you.
So much of it that there's no reason
to keep that
to
tiny
try
bit.
to pull this out. Like, just throw it away. And it's color.
How
work.
is this a fail?
Well, right, because I finally decided to get rid of it. Like,
the
it's
fail
in the
is
trash.
holding on to it for like a year and a half.
Exactly. But once I made the decision, I was like, I'm so proud of myself.
Yes, it's so easy.
I just broke it. It's going in the trash.
I've corrupted you so much. You didn't even pull out your scissors. You're just like, I'm like, yeah, it breaks really easy.
You know what doesn't break really easily?
Worsted weight.
Heritage sock.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if it has extra.
I've done it. I've chipmunked my way through some Heritage probably. That's funny.
I don't know if it has extra nylon, but it's what I'm using in
really
my crochet
twisty.
blanket. So when I go to bake, I'm like, oh, this hurts my hands. Like I'm going to slice my finger.
So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you injury. See?
So.
I just almost said energy. Like that is a hallmark post-migraine.
Oh.
It is so scary. it's like I had a stroke and like I can't say words more than normal. Like,
interesting.
Yeah. I hate it so much.
Right.
I don't know if it's from the migraine or from the meds, which my meds are non-narcotic, so it doesn't make me slur or like, you know. But yeah, I can't. Crazy. I way worse than normal can't talk after I've had a migraine. So I am so. If I misspeak, just be like, ha ha.
Right.
And just roll with it. I don't always catch it. Anyway. Yeah. Once you decide to do it, it's like I knit this so long ago. I don't even care. I don't care about the time spent. Like, I don't care.
And
it's so freeing.
I was gonna make a pair in gray and white and a pair in red and white for 2 different friends. And so yeah, the red's coming on. I mean, like, didn't even start that one, but the red's going back into my stash. Yeah. Like, I am so over this project, and it feels so good to say. It's not even a whip anymore.
Not happening.
Not happening.
I finally remember a long time ago, probably longer ago than those were a fail. I had this big bag of knitted items that I was going to unravel it all and, you know, save the yarn and yeah. So I finally, over the break, I did unravel one of them. It was the hat that was like the Outlander colorway from Mad Tosh. It was worsted weight. I unraveled the hat. Rescanned it, and it's in my stash. But
did you wash it to get the kinks out, or?
Girl, please.
Right.
Have we met? No, I did not.
Right.
It didn't even cross my mind. I just hanged it really tight. And so it's gonna relax. Might flatten a little. I don't care. Right. Like, it doesn't bother me to knit with crinkly yarn.
Right.
But so one of the other few things, like one was a cowl that I looked at it, I was like, I don't even like this yarn. I don't even want to keep it. Donate. And the other 2 are sweaters that I think I want to just see if they fit someone in the kingdom.
Oh, yeah. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. So I finally addressed my bag o' shame.
Yay.
And
bag of shame.
If I keep it up,
that's our title.
If I don't get my act together, those sweaters will fit again. So I gotta get back on the weight loss train. Otherwise, I will be keeping the sweaters. So anyway, so yes, I'm not gonna unravel the sweaters. I was like, that yarn will be garbage. Right. Especially one of them is single ply. I was like, I'm not unraveling that. What was I thinking? It was too precious, and now it's not precious anymore because time heals all wounds.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, good for you.
Do you have anything?
I'm very proud of you. No.
Oh, good.
Yeah, for once.
Okay.
So sleighs.
I have 4.
Okay, you go first, because I only have 2.
Okay, I'm going to go in the order that I finished them.
Okay.
I think I finished this one first. I made a baby Yoda ornament.
And that's crochet.
It's crochet.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
It's literally scraps. Can I get that? It is scraps.
It's perfect. The colors are so perfect.
Well,
so I'm trying to move out of the way, and of course I moved.
You can see, like, when you're close. So it called for worsted, and all my scraps were skinny. So I held stuff double and, like, sometimes triple. and like, I literally was using every last little centimeter on the green. And the ears.
You would have been like rating my ends.
Right. Well, they are. Like, the greens are yours. And
funny. Yay, I'm glad I contributed. Oh, he's really cute. I want to do it, but
cute. I love him.
I'm not going to crochet one, so I'm just waiting.
I know. I love him. And I had in the.
What if Baby Yoda was made out of, like, green mohair?
Oh. Is he that fuzzy?
No. But just think how cute that would be, like a green mohair Yoda. I'm obsessed with mohair, as you will see.
Yeah. So this was, I gave this to the family on Christmas Eve, at dinner Christmas
Adorable.
Eve. So.
Cute. Cute. I love it. Okay, do another one.
Okay, how about the one I'm wearing?
Oh, yeah!
Actually.
And that was probably, you might have finished that one first.
I think I did finish this one first.
Were you just going to bind off last time? Okay.
And it's a good thing I did, because.
You didn't have enough yarn.
No, I did have enough yarn, but I would not have had enough to do another row and back. Like, there's no way.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You didn't have enough yarn to do another row.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whew.
Oh, I know. Because.
Can you imagine? Oh, my God. The fury if you had to tink.
Oh, my God. Well, and it was so scrunched up that then when
It's huge.
It's huge.
Let's even see. Oh, my gosh.
So this is my everything shawl. and I love it. It's gorgeous.
It's oh my god, the
lace.
lace mohair.
Right.
Oh, I want a whole sweater.
Right.
Lace mohair.
It just
oh my gosh.
it feels so
yes,
good.
It does.
For as big as it is, it's super light because it has the mohair in there.
Yeah.
The brioche mohair section is there, and that looks amazing. I did have to short. Oh, that's the wrong side anyway.
Whoopsies.
I did have to short the Actually, I can't even tell. That is the right side.
Yeah, you have it. That's the right side.
I had to short the edging because it calls for like 6 rows of garter.
Oh, this
after you do the twisted rib.
Final purple.
Mm-hmm. So I shorted it by.
Was that a whole skein of purple?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Just to do the
just
braid.
one skein to do the braid.
And you almost ran, and you didn't have enough yarn to finish.
But look how long.
No, it's big enough. I'm just saying, per the pattern, you were supposed to keep going.
Right. Oh, you could keep going until you ran out.
But also, like.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe.
I should have done more rows.
Per the pattern. Wait, it looks fine.
It's fine.
I just can't believe the purple is only breaking up the sections, and you used a whole skein. That is bonkers.
I know, right?
That tells you how long these rows are.
Oh, I mean, when I had it laid out, my final row was from this tip down to here and all the way back up there.
Woof.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's 600 stitches because I stopped
counting
after the lace. I don't care.
Yeah.
So, and
that's
then
crazy.
Remember how I said you could keep, like, you could essentially do as much brioche as you wanted until you ran out of yarn.
Color.
And I had yarn, so I was like, oh, keep going. But then I was like, I'm so ready to be done, so I didn't. If I had kept going, I'd have even more stitches, and I might have run out.
Yeah, you would have like 2 rows of purple. Jeez Louise.
So, I love it.
It seems really wearable. It's really.
It is big.
Well, I like it.
So, it but I love how it's like one side's bigger than the other. And I'm just throwing
the fabric is just so awesome.
Yeah. The fabric is great. It just feels so good.
Yeah.
So, and it's big.
Love it.
But
it's large.
Yes. I love it.
It's very, very, very pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah. I like it.
It was a marathon, but I'm happy I did.
You've had that on the needles since camp?
No. I think it was 3 months.
Oh, okay.
2 or 3 months.
It felt like longer to me.
Yes, it felt very long.
To me. I don't know why it matters to me. But I'm like, really? Anyway.
It did feel very long.
Okay, I will do one sleigh. I finished my knee-high socks, and they're not here to show you because my grandmother has them, and she's worn them and washed them, and
yay.
And she
She's
says
so
she
happy.
loves them, and I announced loudly, nobody else ever ask for knee-high socks. Because I'll say, no.
Love it.
I was like, the rest of y'all don't even bother asking.
Right. I don't care how much you like these socks. No.
And I don't care when you're 91, I still won't make you knee highs.
Good for you.
I will make myself knee highs.
Right.
But even then, I don't know. I get really hot.
I'm not making knee highs.
I get really hot in my regular stuff.
If I'm wearing socks, it's because I have pants on. Because if I have shorts on, I'm wearing flip-flops.
Well, I wear store-bought knee-high socks with PJs.
Oh.
Just lounging.
Oh, not me.
My favorite look is I have these knee-high they're black with white stripes at the top, like baseball socks.
Sport ones?
And then I wear just short shorts and a t-shirt, and it's pretty cute.
But Mitch likes it too.
Mitch really enjoys it. He bought me the socks, and he really enjoys it. And I'm like, look, I'm Sporty Spice. And he's like, yes, you are. So I like knee highs, and I would probably make myself some, not anytime soon, and out of much softer yarn. Because that yarn was scratchy.
Even after you washed it?
I mean, who cares? Knitting with it, it was scratchy.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I don't care what it feels like after. Remember, I'm a process knitter now,
That's
and
right.
the process was like sandpaper.
Yeah. I am familiar. Linen is that way for me.
Well, yeah, that would be for sure.
Yeah.
But Yeah, so I would make them out of, Glorious Mustache or something like that if I was going to make them for me.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Allyn flashed some pictures of those.
Yeah.
Because that's all I've got, because they're gone.
Okay, then I will show you my socks.
Okay.
I finished my aunt's crazy striped socks.
Which you had started, and did you rip those
No.
out? Okay.
No, I talked about it.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Because I really don't like these colors.
What you had ended up doing.
Oh, they look cute on there.
It does look cute.
So there's one, and they don't match. Well, they match somewhat. I mean, mostly. I got to about here on the first one, up to there, and was like, I really hate this. I really hate these colors. This is not what she wants. And my mom's like, they're cute. It's exactly what she wants. She will be happy. It'll be wonderful. Just finish. So
Yeah.
I did.
And you're making these, what kind of worsted weight? Like just...
It's just worsted weight.
just cheapy.
Most of it's Cascade 220. And then like the dark blue is a nicer one. It's knitted wit. It was leftovers from a hat and cowl that I made Zane.
Cool.
So it's all ones that I just, had. And
you had scraps left over of most of them?
Yeah, not full skeins, but bigger than I would call a scrap.
Right.
But
it was leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
when I say scraps, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So, and her favorite, like, she loves purple and she loves red. And I'm like, but there's no purple in it. And she's like, it doesn't matter. And I started with a red toe just because I randomly started with a red toe. So
it's cute. I like how it's anchored with the red.
Right. And I think that makes a big difference. I went ahead and did the cuff in red, and then Sallie walked me through the steps of the Afterthought heel. So there they are together.
Yeah, we had a girls' night.
And
it was awesome.
It was awesome. And
you did that. We played the knitting card game.
You guys, that was so good!
I want to play it again.
And it's so much fun with knitters.
Yes. Yeah.
I think non-knitters wouldn't be as much fun with non-knitters because we're looking at all the yarn colors, and yeah, it was great.
Anyway.
So y'all, when Sallie says that an Afterthought heel is the easiest thing in the world,
it's stupid easy.
It is stupid easy.
Yeah.
It is the easiest thing in the world. It is literally like 3 instructions.
I've gotten paid to teach how I've gotten paid to teach it, and it's so stupid easy.
It's so easy.
I felt bad taking the money. It was like,
and I didn't. So this is.
I taught an entire room full of people. Like,
she walked me through the first one,
and you didn't even.
I didn't ask her a single question for the second one.
No,
it was done.
So I love it.
If you ever are worried about doing an Afterthought heel,
it's my favorite thing ever.
Don't. It's
and
so easy.
I've sat with so many friends. Like everyone's like, oh, you taught me. I'm like, I did. Like it's so. If you need to FaceTime me, just FaceTime me, you guys. Message me and I'll give you my number and we'll FaceTime and we'll talk it. I'll walk you through it.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Dog attack. She's so vicious.
Come here. Sit down. Okay.
She really is restless today.
She is restless.
Don't
today.
do it again. Don't do it again.
Sit.
Oh,
you can't do that.
Next. Oh no, I'll do my.
Your sleigh.
And then you have one more.
And then I have one more.
Okay. You guys, I did it. Yeah, I finished it. The snuggle is real, and it is.
I can't wait to feel it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, it's so stretchy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Surrey alpaca.
I am obsessed with the Surrey alpaca. Held double, especially. Look at the fabric. Like, look at the fabric it makes. It looks like felt.
It does.
It is so crazy soft.
Oh my goodness.
And so it looks professional.
It does.
And I will say this pattern, look how you tack that. That's like tacked down to make, because you want to make this as a case. Because you're going to put I have not made the hoodie straight. So since I'm doing the I-cord on your crank machine, all of the knitting is done. So I feel like this is done.
I agree.
Anyway, this is the way you tack this down and then start the lining, it makes a case. to thread your hoodie string through, and there's holes. It's going to come out. There's 2 holes. There. There's 2 holes right there that you make. So everything's done.
And what color are you using for your drawstring?
So the pattern calls for you to make the drawstring out of the lining color, which is lace weight, and he wants you to hold 8 strands of it together.
So you have to measure and cut.
So I am not going to do that
because
I ran out of yarn. I will say another one thing I should mention is, so you're supposed to do 13 inches of this. I only did 9 because I was like, this is huge. I'm not and I kind of went on Ravelry, and a lot of people had not made the full 13. And theirs looked big enough. And so I was like, I'm stopping. And I'm so glad I did. If I would have gone the full 13, I wouldn't have been able to do the full 13 with the mohair. I would have ran out of the
But is this the yardage that it called for?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah. So I would have ran out of I keep calling it mohair. It's not.
Right.
It's baby alpaca
and
silk. It's called Surrey silk. So I'm not making a drawstring out of that. Because I don't want to have to buy another skein, although I would. But I don't want to hold 8 strands of mohair together.
No. I don't want to have to estimate how much I need and cut those lengths, and then
I would basically have to cut my ball into at least 4.
Right. And then
little cakes.
No.
If not 8.
Right.
Technically you could do 4 and pull from both ends, but I don't think I'd want to do that. It would stick. That stuff sticks together. Anyway, I was like, that sounds terrible. I'm not going to do that. So I have I'm going to make it out of the body colors.
Oh,
because I have plenty. I think I'm just going to make it out of the white. If I need to, if I feel like this is going to run out, which I don't think it will.
I don't think it will either.
But I was thinking, if I needed to, the part that's inside the cowl can be any color.
Or you could have the tips in green.
Yeah, it's a little cutesy for me, but thank you. And I think it would look cute in this color. I just don't have as much.
Yeah, and it wouldn't show up as much because the casing
I think I like
color.
the white. And honestly, the whole time I was knitting it, I was like, am I gonna like having a hoodie string in the blue color?
Oh, true.
That seems
because you don't see the inside much.
Right. I feel like the blue hoodie it works on a lot of other people's. Their hoodie string being the same as their lining works because it wasn't as contrasty or something. Mine I felt like I wasn't gonna like it anyway, so I was thrilled with my decision to not do that. So I'm gonna make it out of this.
Yay!
And
is that oyster?
This is oyster.
Okay.
And this was dirty martini. So this is all Suburban Stitcher. I love it. I love the blips.
Right.
What
causes the blips?
Well, that's just from the oyster.
Oh, being close to the same color as the dirty martini.
It's just the oyster has these.
Oh, yeah.
Some blips are bigger than others, and I love the texture.
Yeah.
I love the lining. You could even wear it inside out.
Oh yeah, you totally can.
But why would you want to do that? Because you want this to touch. Right. Maybe I'll try it on. Because it is. I mean, Mitch was like, "Whoa."
Really?
He's like, that thing is.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! If it was longer.
Can you imagine? It would be like.
No. Yeah.
Which might be nice.
in New York it would. That is great. And I do think the drawstring will be nice because it'll close it up more.
Well, and I just like the look of it. I love a hoodie. Like, a hoodie and jeans is my jam. So I just think it looks really cute. But yeah, if you want to tighten it up, you can. So I'm super pumped. I loved making it. It is so. I didn't soak it all the way. When I blocked it, I just kind of sprayed it with my kitchen sprayer. Because I felt like it would never dry.
Yeah.
And this was I blocked it Monday, thinking we were gonna record Wednesday, and I was like, I don't think that's enough time. So I just kind of barely wet it.
But it didn't need the inside doesn't need it.
It didn't need a ton, but I wanted to. So this, the bottom hem is not tacked to make a casing, and so it kind of wanted to be more like, you know what I mean? It wasn't even all the way around. So I wanted to kind of give it a crease. So I'm happy I did that.
Oh, it looks so good.
So this is definitely coming with me to New York.
Yes.
I've been checking the weather now that we're less than 10 days out, and it's going to be rainy and cold. But it's not going to be 20 degrees. It's going to be like 40.
Oh.
So I'm definitely going to take the cowl, but I don't think I'm going to be dying.
Right.
So
if anything, it'll keep you dry. Like, it'll keep
right.
stuff from coming in.
It'll soak up all the water.
Right.
And then it'll weigh 17 pounds in my luggage. Because it will never dry.
It will.
But no, I think it's going to be, like, I'm pretty excited to have somewhere cold to go to.
Right. To wear it.
Yeah. Okay, so that was my last.
Okay. My last one is another shawl.
Oh my gosh. You started and finished a shawl.
I started and finished a shawl.
Gotta love that DK weight.
DK weight.
It's
Exactly.
really pretty.
So it is a rose that grows from concrete.
Was this a freebie or did we just talk about it? Okay.
We just talked about it.
It's
when I bought the yarn.
That's right. It's so pretty.
So
this is very me.
I love it.
Except, I mean, I'm not a yellow person, but like this shawl is very me. I may have to make this.
Oh, it's so great.
Because I love
easy.
the textures. I love baubles. Ooh.
Yeah, so I'll show you.
I love lace. I love a picot binder.
One of the mistakes I made.
Oh, I forgot about this.
So I did stockinette here because I didn't pay attention to the pattern, but it's supposed to be garter for the yellow stripes, and it's so much better in garter.
She brought this to our girls' night, and she was like, what should I, because
I realized it when I was like here.
Right.
And so, yes, I could have gone back, but.
She was like, could I, duplicate stitch over? And we were like.
I tried it. It doesn't work.
And we were like, I wouldn't. It doesn't work though?
It doesn't work.
Because it doesn't make the pearl
flat.
bump?
It doesn't make it bump enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
I think it's.
I also thought about using our Stephanie Pearl McPhee instructions and, cutting it out and reknitting that section and grafting it together. And then I'm like, but this was back when I was here, and I didn't realize, how impactful all this would be.
Yeah.
And like, nobody's even going to notice that that's not garter because everybody's going to be looking at this.
Right. That's basically what we all said.
Yeah.
I love it. The colors are perfect.
And these are very similar to the colors in the pattern.
Oh. And these are
Suburban
Happy
Stitcher.
Accident.
Mm-hmm. Happy Accident Antique is the white, and then Curry is the yellow.
That's perfect. You picked these out at East Texas Fiber Fest.
And
I love it
so
much.
At that etching.
And see,
and the lace.
I'm going to have to make this.
Oh my gosh.
This is great though because I needed some patterns to shop for at VKL. So
well, and I'll tell you.
Definitely looking for yarn for this. I hope Diane is thrilled with this because
I feel like it should be a store sample.
Yeah.
Like it's so gorgeous.
It's so Diane. It's so good.
So you barely use any of the second skein. So this is the second skein.
This lace with baubles. Oh.
And it's only 18 rows of lace.
That's what's left of the second skein.
Mm-hmm. So I barely used any of that.
Nice.
I
can make a soldatna.
Oh yeah.
You'd need more colors.
Right. I have like a quarter of a skein of the white, and I have at least half a skein, probably more than half a skein of the yellow.
What's she gonna make?
Well, I'm making the hat.
Oh, that's right.
The cowl
so you have
with
plans
this.
but you'll still have some left over.
I will. But what she includes, because she knows that you don't, in her pattern, she says you only use about 20% of the second skein.
She's like, sorry, I'm making you buy a second skein.
Right. So she included a free hat pattern with it to make with it. So I haven't looked at the hat pattern yet, but I mean, I can make a hat out of it.
Yeah, I'm definitely making this.
So
this is so me.
It is. I love it.
I love it.
I bound it off yesterday. I had to drive my kids to Dallas to soccer practice, and there was so much traffic. I bound it off while I was driving.
Wow.
Don't knit and drive, guys.
But if you're just in standstill,
knit and drive.
You're not driving if you're in a parking lot that just happens to be on a street.
Right.
I love it. Good job.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I haven't even tried it on yet. Like
what?
Because I blocked it last night.
Oh, right.
And then, and I found a drop stitch when I laid it out. Like,
what the heck?
But
in the lace?
No, it was in the stockinette. What? I know, it was in this purple stockinette somewhere here, but I can't find it now.
That's horrifying.
Because of another one!
I'm going to cry.
Oh my gosh, look, it dropped all the way from there.
I'm going to cry.
What the heck? Oh my goodness gracious.
I feel like this is where the podcast should do that beep.
Go to the color bar.
Yes, the color.
Technical difficulties.
Then we come back and you're drying your eyes.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
technical difficulties. That was what I was saying.
I will
sorry.
fix that.
I'm sorry. Don't
But in the meantime, I'm gonna put it on. But yeah, I already had to like weave in a piece of yarn,
Oh my
catch
gosh.
it, weave it. I know. So I did that this morning when it.
You were knitting
dried.
too fast.
I guess. Or I was knitting when I was driving. Don't knit and drive.
It looks really good with your sweater you're wearing.
Oh yeah, with my
Because
gray
it kind
sweater.
of brings out the gray.
Right. So I kind of want to bring this over and tie it
That's what I
there.
would do too. Cute.
I love the colors. I loved
Yep.
everything about the pattern
Yep.
to begin with.
Yes,
and
but
then-
the colors are perfect.
Right. And to be able to replicate it with Diane's yarn, with Suburban Stitcher yarn,
Yeah.
I love it.
I love Happy Accident. It's such a good
Mhm.
color.
And I've been wanting to knit with it for so long. So
Well done.
thank you.
Even with the 2-drop stitches.
I know. What the heck?
I don't know,
I need to
man.
go back and double.
Okay, so
check it
that's
all.
all of our sleighs.
Yes, but I remembered I had a fail. Another
Oh.
fail.
Okay.
It's not really a fail.
Besides your 2-drop stitches on your...
Right.
Sorry.
And I'm surprised you're not talking about your other fail, but that's okay.
Wait, what? Me?
Yeah.
I
You'll remember when I say mine. Okay. So when I was knitting my socks,
Oh!
that one.
Oh, I do remember.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So when I was knitting my
I
socks,
totally forgot about that.
I can't believe it. Oh, there it is. Sorry. I had a fail similar to Sallie's. Look at my cable. My cable is
What
not.
brand is that?
Okay, so to give them credit, this is Knit Picks, and it's about 9 years old.
Oh, it's old. Okay.
So-
It's not like my $38 brand new signature needle.
Exactly. So it broke.
I've heard they have really good customer service too. No?
They do. I'm not gonna.
Oh, you're not gonna bother.
Because it was on an interchangeable. So,
Oh.
like, I can, screw, like, it just was the part that you would screw on
Oh.
to something. So I'm just
So what
out
broke
an
the cable?
interchangeable.
Oh, okay, so the cable broke, not the needle.
Right.
Oh.
So I'm out an interchangeable cable.
Okay, yeah.
And I mean,
You don't even use those hardly.
I don't.
Yeah.
They're like my backup when I've used everything else. So.
Which horrifies me that you even have like more than one set of interchangeables. But whatever.
Well, because I started with the Knit Picks Harmony, the wooden ones, and those were in. Well,
Wood. I don't like wood.
I didn't know.
I can't
They
knit
were
with wood.
pretty. They were beautiful.
Well, and when you start,
they were sharp.
wood is and like wood is like your friend because it
Right.
like grips, and now it's your enemy
Right.
because I mean I know a lot of people like wood. I personally am so slow.
Well, they were beautiful, but
Yeah.
they're
Are they the rainbow swirly?
yeah. So
they are very pretty.
what they are they're layers of wood that are compressed and glued together. Well, the tip is
Sharpened.
yeah, and
And
so
then
those
it
layers
builds.
started coming like snagging and coming
Ew.
apart, and I'm like,
Like-
that's not good. So they let me return them. That's why I say they do have good customer service. They let me
Oh.
return them. I got the nickel plated ones, and it's fine, but they're still not.
See,
The cables alone, I mean, Chalgo are so good.
I bought my Hiya interchangeable set like 2 months after I started knitting.
Oh, nice.
So,
You know what
like-
I bought 2 months after I started knitting? Denise interchangeable kit.
Oh.
I mean, what the heck?
I don't know. I just went straight for the good stuff.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I didn't deal with any of that. Like,
I
and
know.
I don't have any like old crappy interchangeables
Uh-huh.
laying around. I've had the one set.
Well-
I do have random Chalgo fixed needles, and I do love my Chalgo fixed, and that's because like I need like several size 6s or whatever.
Right. right. It
but-
was for me. I ended up with a bunch of fixed Chalgo because of the Christmas cast on craziness.
I have like 3 US 6 tips for my Hayas, and then I have like 3 fixed 6s, and then I have a bunch of 4s. Yeah, because of the stupid Christmas cast on.
Yep.
I'm so glad we didn't do that this year.
I didn't even think about it.
I didn't have the brain power.
No, there was no way. Did
Okay.
the group do it?
No, not that I know
okay.
of. So that's all of sleighs.
Yes.
Whips.
Whips.
I have 2.
I have 2.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Okay, you go.
even. Okay. We'll start with my smaller one. They're both. So, this one I'm probably gonna not knit too much on and take it with me because I think it's good travel knitting.
Uh-huh.
So the theme of my last few weeks is scraps, like leftovers. Because like I said, when I say scraps, I do mean like you've used this and it's leftover.
Right.
So
it wasn't purchased for a project.
Or it was, and you used it already.
Okay,
like,
got it.
You've already used it on
But that's what
something.
I mean, like the amount that you have is not.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I busted out my scrap basket and decided I finally want to make that checkerwork hat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I cast it on using my leftover Dark Side of the Moon.
Ooh.
So I do have 2 balls of it because they were like the perfectly
matched.
So at some point I'll have to eyeball it and try to get the make sure the stripes are kind of, you know what I mean? Like try to start it at the right spot.
Right.
But I have enough, like added together is enough to make the checkerwork hat. And so I just barely, my ball went flying.
That's going to be great.
Right? I think it's kind of fun. Just barely past the ribbing and, I've started the patterning. It looks kind of funny right now because it just has the one.
Right.
So it kind of looks like a little crown.
Slant.
All you see is this like zigzag.
Right.
So that's exciting because I've always loved this colorway, and I made a pair of. I know it's like way over there. Daisy, fetch. She's like,
she does not do that.
She's like, not.
Oops, sorry. Shook the table.
Sorry.
All crazy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For rescuing it. So yeah, I made some fingerless gloves out of the first part, and so I didn't want to make socks. I could have made socks.
But hats and gloves will match.
Right. And I get compliments on those gloves all the time, and I was like, I'm gonna make that hat. And I wanted to find the right yarn that can go around. A lot of my yarn that I gravitate towards is thin stripes. So I was like, these are like a thicker stripe.
Right. Or like it'll be thick stripes, but then there'll be one thin stripe.
Yeah. But
that
the way these are, it's like black, rainbow black. So basically that's like a big bold stripe.
The rainbow is,
like the blue doesn't make it all the way around, but it doesn't matter because it's followed by a purple. So the colors are like a stripe.
Yeah.
So I'm into it. I think I have a few things I'm casting on for the trip. I can't have just one.
No.
What if I finish it?
No way, man.
So that
because you're not going to buy any yarn while you're
No. Well, I'm not going to take my winder, so I have to bring several projects. Right. So I think that unless I get a wild hair and just knock it out this week, this is going to go with me.
Because it's so much fun. Like it changes.
It's a fun pattern.
I never finished one. I started one.
Yeah, it's a good travel knitting because it's small. So. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to hold off and save it for travel.
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I remembered I actually have 3. Okay, so I did. I'm at the point where I'm starting to join my scrap blanket.
Oh, fun.
So
joining the strips together.
Yes. So this will be an outside edge over here. So that's why it doesn't have a border on it.
Gotcha. Because you'll come back and
It'll get. So I have to do 7 double crochet all the way around the whole thing because this middle section has 3 double crochet, then a join, and then 3 double crochet. But I'm loving the join.
It looks so good.
It looks so great.
When you first started making those strips, I was like,
they look kind of crappy, just right.
Kind of, I have faith, and I like the color, but I was kind of like, I don't think it's for me. But
so this is what it's starting to look like.
Yeah.
And see,
it looks so good.
The blocks that are the gray that are the same as the background, and I don't know. I'm so excited.
Is it fun to pick which one gets joined?
Well, so what I did was when I was with my mom, I took them all down there because I needed to know which ones not to put the outside edge on.
Yeah.
And so we laid them all out and we tried it because some of the yarns I had lots of, so I had multiple blocks of it. So we're trying to keep those out. Right. And finally I was like, okay, we just have to stop. Like this will go on forever.
Yeah.
So we got them all laid out and I realized that like I still have some that need the edging on it, but I wanted to get started. I wanted to zip it together.
Yes. So I would have done the same thing.
So I got.
It'll be more motivating to finish those last strips if you can see like, okay, I can throw it on there.
Yeah. No, it does take forever to do that zipper, and I have it on my project page, the link to the blog post with the instructions for it. And she even says in that, she's like, I resisted this join for years because it takes so long.
Time consuming.
But it's so worth it because it looks so great. And I'm like, yes. I mean, I'm
does
like
look awesome.
slow in there. It's not like crochet where you're doing this.
Is so nice. Like,
Right.
I like how it leaves like a line.
Yeah, it's just all changed.
It just started pouring rain.
Oh yeah, it sure did.
Anyway.
So I worked on that quite a bit.
Yeah, you put in a ton.
Yeah.
You've been yarning.
I know. So.
Okay. Do you want to do another one?
Okay.
Since you have two more?
Yes. So my next
Because you're going to
one-
flip over my second one.
Oh, I can't wait.
You're going to die.
I can't wait. Okay, so my next one is, so I'm not putting any more color in the scrap blanket, right? So anything that's less than 5 grams, what am I going to do with that, right? Because it's very little. So I kind of made this up. It's like a mashup of a couple of different patterns. So
Franken socks.
No. Fiddly bits. Remember how you wanted to do the fiddly bits cowl? And you had to...
It's not a sock?
It's not a sock.
Oh.
So I did a provisional cast on.
What is it?
It's a cowl. It's going to be a cowl.
Oh, okay.
And
it totally looks like a sock.
It does, because I cast on 60 stitches thinking...
It's totally a
sock. Or not thinking I was going to make a sock, but like...
That's the
size I wanted.
Oh my God. Did you do a magic ball?
Kind of, yes, because I just tied
see, that
them
was
together.
my thing, is I'm like, I'm not doing that.
But she wanted you to, remember yours was you needed to have like 3 feet.
Much.
Yes.
Ugh.
No, what I did was whatever the little bits were, I just tied it on and went.
And that's what I was picturing.
Yeah. So, but what I did, instead of just knitting.
And hers was a lot wider too.
Yes.
And
hers
so that's
was like
why I don't
120
like it.
stitches. It's 8 inches across.
Yeah.
6
fun.
or 8 inches across, and this is like 4 maybe.
Well, this is a good time then. Oh, I have yarn for you.
Yay! Well, let's put it right in here.
I have that.
Thank you.
I have that's stripey. That's fun.
my
That's got
gosh.
stripes.
Yeah, all through it.
Knit Picks Felici. This might be the same.
Yeah, I think it is.
Sorry.
And I'll show you what I did when I got.
And I have one more.
Oh, yay!
It's bigger.
Oh, it is bigger. Okay, which is fine. So what I'm doing.
You don't have to use all of it.
Right. Well, but I will, because I mean, I'm wanting this to be a cowl that loops around a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Like her.
It's going to be super, super, super long.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but what I did instead on Fiddly Bits, she just knits in a circle. What I did was
doing the vanilla bean.
Yes, when it changed colors, I do the slip one knit one from the vanilla bean sock. And I really like it. And then what I did here,
it makes a fun texture
with this one. And I do, so the vanilla bean sock, only the arch of the foot has the texture and the bottom stays stuck in it. I do it all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like this one, and you can see here on the side better, these 2 colors are actually 2 balls, 2 perfectly matched balls.
Oh.
And so I did them in reverse. Like I did the light blue to the yellow, and then started at the other end with the other ball and did yellow to light blue. Right. But there's just a little bit in there of the blue.
It's fun.
So I just, like, I have that much left, and I didn't continue because I was like, I'll just wait till I tie on the next ball. And I literally just stuck my hand in and grabbed.
Wow.
Now, if it was one that I knew had a matching mate, I went ahead and used that yarn instead of going to waiting and using it the next time. So, like, this was my mustache Last Jedi that I had left over. And I did the same thing, you know, the red and then reversed the ball. And I love it. I love the vanilla bean effect, how it just breaks it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
And it's just going to live with these needles. They're Addy.
Yep.
Old Addy.
Gold. Yep, I have some of those.
And
they're not my favorite, but
no, they're not. I don't love the cable.
I don't either, but they're perfect for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're gonna live in here.
I don't understand printing the size on the cable. You can't see that.
The cable's so
I have
small.
to measure it every single time. It bugs the crap out of me.
And I think these are 2s. or 2.5.
Maybe, yeah.
I just kind of
Yeah.
whatever, because I could pull it out.
That's fun.
So, so I might write this up at some point.
Cool.
I mean,
I'm not testing that.
I know, right?
That's too big of a commitment.
I don't think it needs a test knit.
No.
It's so straightforward.
Yeah.
So this is exciting to have more because I am out of dark knitting.
Oh,
and
yeah. Ooh.
I'll show you with my next whip why I'm out of dark knitting. Like, I need something dark knitting, but I have all this stuff on the needles that are at the stage of needing lace.
Attention.
And, you know, so this is perfect. Like, my crochet turned into my dark knitting.
Yeah.
And I really can't do that in the dark.
No.
I can do it at a soccer game, probably.
Probably.
But then I'm looking down all the time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It's just too much to haul around. Okay.
Exactly.
So my last whip, I cast this on intending for it to be New York knitting, and I'm going to get it done.
Really?
Yeah, before New York.
Oh, my goodness.
It's my test knit.
Oh!
That's why you're excited.
Oh, yes, I am. Oh, and that's why you pulled out all your scraps.
Yeah. So, again, scrap is the theme.
I love it with the color mohair. Oh,
so
my goodness.
I think I have 6 colors total, and I think I'm in the 5th. Yeah, I'm in the 5th color. So I'm almost done.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And I did what you were talking about. Like, I didn't make a magic ball. I just joined. I would get to the end and go, okay. But I'm a genius.
Oh,
because
tell me more.
Last time I messed with my scraps. I pulled all the single ply out.
Oh,
They were in a bag by themselves. So I'm using all single ply, which means I can spit splice this entire thing.
Oh, you are a genius.
So when I would get to, okay, there's this much left, I would spit splice my next color on and just keep going.
Oh, that's so great. And the mohair covers up the joint.
Well,
so
and
it's not like
this is there is literally no lump, no bump where I spit splice. Like, it's just like, I don't even feel it when I get to it. Like, it's insane.
This is such a perfect use for single ply.
And like all the colors, I didn't have I have 400 sock scraps.
Right.
But my single ply was just a little bag with maybe 12. And it all worked.
Oh.
So, or not all of it, but I pulled out 6 that I was like, and that worked with I only had one skein of mohair that worked.
And that's and
this is Jane.
But it's from your
Birds of a Feather.
Yeah. I was thinking butterfly, but yeah,
Birds of a Feather. That's what I bought this for that. And
oh my gosh.
We all know how that ended. So I'm super thrilled to have a use for that.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a ton of solid color mohair that wasn't already promised to somebody else. So really I was like, well, it has to work with this pink. And I wish I literally used up every inch of all the colors.
Yeah. That's the point.
So I can't even show you what they looked like before they got mohaired. But like, this was a Mad Tosh.
Was it a dark purple?
It was I think it was geode. So it was a dark, moody purple. Then this is my pop of color.
I love it.
This is my old romance sweater. It's the turquoise.
It's the green.
It's like a
turquoise.
Yeah. It's the only color really, besides, everything else is very pinky, but I just love it. And then this was also a Mad Tosh. I was used to be obsessed with Mad Tosh
Light.
Tosh Merino Light. So basically all the rest of it. Gosh, what was it? I had made a shawl out of that one.
Is it a creamy color?
No, I made a shawl out of this one. This one went in my
this is like a grayish
one.
The
snow melt one or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then that one's this is gray, and then this is pinky gray.
Oh, okay.
So this one was, I can't remember.
It was just
love
like a silver. The mohair just brings it all together.
I just wanted it to be like this moody purple, but then it's getting lighter. So the next,
it's good to have the light color on top.
And so the color I just started is Sea Smoke.
Oh yeah.
Which was left over from me sample knitting a sample for Diane. She lets you keep the leftovers. So I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
So it's, a gray with moody little blue blips. Right. And so those will just turn into pink. And then I'm ending with, this is like Farmhouse White or something. Just totally white.
Oh, it's great.
So it'll be bright at the top and then it's like melts. It's like I tried to do like an ombre, but then there's that teal in there.
Yes,
so,
and I love it.
Yeah,
Isn't it so fun to play with your colors like that?
Yeah. So I did not do the I-cord cast on because I had just finished Kitchenering Surrey Silk held double, Kitchenering it to DK weight ribbing. Ooh. And I did not feel like fiddling around with mohair and like a complicated cast on. I was just like, blah. And so I'm like, I'm just doing the rolled. She gives you an option. This is Allyn's test knit from last episode. You give the option of the
of either an I-cord
or you just start knitting. So I just started knitting, and
which is awesome because Erin's doing the I-cord.
Yes. So I thought that would be good, and then so I have a third of it left.
Yay!
Because I just did.
Yours is going to be taller than mine, I think.
I don't know.
I think so.
It's less than 100 grams of the fingering weight.
Yeah, and I think mine was around 85. But it doesn't matter.
Mine's going to be
just keep going.
Mine's going to end up being like 92.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not that much bigger.
Right.
So yeah, I'm loving it.
I love it.
And I chose the single ply because A, I had it set aside. B, it worked. C, you can spit splice. But also, I love my Love Note sweater, and it's a single ply held with a mohair, and I love that fabric, and so I was like, I'm gonna love this.
Right.
It's tried and true for me.
It is so beautiful.
Thank you. I was really excited. Yes. I had intentionally not even told you I had started it.
I thought it was going to be that you had started your shorty socks.
Oh no, those are coming with me to New York. I have not cast them on, but I've pulled out the yarn because I had texted her and said, how many grams really have you used did you use for the shorty socks? Right. Because I could like finagle. I have this, and so
because you can make that out of
and
scraps
I was playing with this. That's the thing. See, I'm scraptastic right now.
Yes, you are.
Because I have my hat, which I also texted our dear friend Erin, and said, how many grams did you actually use? Right. Because she's made 2 checkerwork hats, and she told me, and I was like, yes, I have enough of the dark side, like barely. And so then. This is scrappy, and then I'm gonna make shorty socks out of scraps too. Nice. I know, I'm so excited. I love it. Yeah, so it's like scrap city up in my house.
Yes, it is.
And I love it because I did a huge yarn and notions and bags and everything like tidy / purge. Made sure all my yarn was in Ravelry. Everything has pictures, blah, blah, blah. Took a bunch of stuff out of my queue. My queue is down to like 18 things.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Wow.
And like 2 or 3 of those don't have yarn. It's what I'm going to shop for at VKL. So really only 15 of those things have yarn matched up, which is like, I know, it used to be like 4 pages long.
So do you have a lot of yarn that's not matched?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't love that.
Right.
But also, I queued it all up so long ago, I don't want to make that anymore. Right. So I had just unqueued it all and like, whatever. Yeah. So I have a stash, which I don't love, but it'll be okay.
Yeah. You'll survive.
I'll survive it. Yeah, I'm actually like, really don't want to add too much yarn from VK. Like I just don't like it. I don't like having too much stuff. So super excited about using up scraps though, because my scraps have gotten out of control.
I love it.
So this feels great. Yay! And I can't wait. I love pink and white, so I can't wait to see the white but like it's going to have an overlay of pink mohair at the top. Fun. And I think it's going to be so fun.
Oh, I think it's going to be great.
It's so me. Yes. Because it's mohair. Yeah. There's even teal in there.
And that's great use for singles because singles are more fragile. Yeah. And so you put them with the mohair and they're strong.
But also, no ends to weave in, baby. I'm going to have 2 ends. The top and one at the top, one at the bottom.
You are brilliant.
I love a spit splice. And I am
and look at it on camera because you can see the different colors better on camera. Like they really blend in together. Even the teal blends in with the others. Yeah. In person.
Yeah. I'm so good at the spit splice though, like honestly, because I would do it, with like a foot or so, and so then I would just knit and
you didn't even know.
I wouldn't even know. I'm like spit splice master.
Nice.
Oh, so fun.
Love it.
So yeah, so I just have once I get these 2 knit.
And then you bind off.
Then I bind off.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
And I may not even use all of this. So I'll just kind of play it by ear on the last color and be like,
see how tall you want
I'm good.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my third whip is, so I still have the Dago going, which I think I got a couple of rows in.
Mine sat around a while when I was in the lace. Like, it starts to get a little old.
I want to do it, but I really have to focus on that one. I've got to have my pattern. The other thing I want to mention, because, you know, this one has lace, and it's not that many stitches, and Dago isn't that many stitches, but I am now committed to using stitch markers between all my repeats.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why I resisted for so long, and
I'll put a stitch marker anywhere.
It makes it
so much easier. Now, sometimes I'll even do 3 repeats.
Yeah.
Like if it's a 10 stitch repeat, I'll go 30 stitches. Because then you know you're only gonna, you'll find out you messed up at
for me,
especially bigger yarn like that.
For me, it's less about knowing I messed up and more about I only have to memorize these 8 stitches. And yes, you would think you only have to memorize those 8 stitches anyway if you don't have the stitch markers, but it's easy. It's just so easy to be like boom, 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 in between those stitch markers. Like, I don't ever want to do lace without stitch markers ever again. Yeah. Don't know why. I've resisted for like 10 years.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier.
So much easier.
Yeah.
So, okay, my next project is because I needed dark knitting.
Yes.
So,
sorry about the snoring.
I know. It's Stacy. This is the can.
I've made that.
Have you made it?
Yeah, and it has the braided. I've made that.
Okay, so
it's fun.
It is fun. This is all garter. Like you start out, you do a whole bunch of garter.
Yep.
And and I knew I went down to my parents, and then the boys were in a soccer tournament, so I knew I'm gonna be visiting with people.
Yeah.
Needing dark knitting. I'm gonna be in a soccer tournament. Need dark knitting. So. I've had this queued for years, and I have this yarn. It is Queensland Collection Uruguay DK, and I bought it probably at Knitting in the Loop when it was closing because I had 5 balls of it, and they are 50-gram balls. But listen to this content: 70% merino, 20% alpaca, 10% silk.
Ooh.
Right? It feels good. It doesn't necessarily feel...
No, it doesn't feel buttery soft.
No.
But it's nice. It's toothy. But not scratchy at all.
Right. But what I like is it has this very tubular spin.
It's very round.
Very round.
Yeah.
So it's going to be gorgeous in the braid, right?
It's gorgeous in the garter.
In the garter.
Because it's like you see every single stitch.
So I'm finished with the garter. I'm ready to do my braided.
It's fun,
you know, but
I remember it being like quick and fun.
Well, I'm hoping that.
But yeah,
it's
no longer
easy enough that I can take it.
But
with
it's not
me.
Truly dark knitted.
No, I can't do it in a movie.
It's cabling,
right?
Yeah, and
there is.
There's some yarn over.
There's some yarn over.
Yeah. It's very cute.
What's nice about this pattern though is that it tells you. You want to go between 50 and 60% of your yarn before you start the braid. So I had 250 grams, and the pattern calls for 200. So I just went a little bigger.
That works.
And since the percentage was there.
What I like about it is because you're going to turn, and now you're going to work like this.
And bind off.
And you're bound off.
Right.
Like once you end up literally having to bind off like 2 stitches or something.
Right.
I love what is it called?
A decorative border or bind off? I don't know. Well, that's the way.
I love that though.
A rose that grows from concrete is.
I'm definitely doing it then.
Yeah. So this is.
I was already gonna do it.
This is the bind off right here.
Oh well, yeah, but that's not exactly. I've done that. That's a picot bind off.
Is it? I thought it was more. I thought it was like a lace bind off.
Yeah, but that's different than what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Because with the can, it's like you have this body and you're going like this, and then you start going like this.
That's what you do on that.
I don't see how.
It's 5 stitches back and forth like this that you do.
Weird.
To make that.
Because I've done that just like that.
And you only
going the same length.
You only bind off.
I just have to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting it.
It takes 2 rows out and back to bind off 1 stitch, and it's 5 stitches. And it does it's not knit.
Well, this is more like
Yeah.
The can is
It's like
you're
12
literally
or
doing
20
like
stitches. Yeah.
rows, but I love how you turn the opposite direction. It's so fun.
It's similar to the one.
I need to do that.
Yeah, you do need to do that one. It went so fast.
I'm so intrigued.
I know.
Yeah, because you started it.
I did.
And finished it in a 3-week period.
Yeah.
Less than
because
I love DK weight.
I'd have to look on Ravelry
because you didn't finish it yesterday, so
No.
it was less than 3 weeks.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so we're done with.
We're finished with our whip cracking.
Okay. Do you have any trophies?
I do have a trophy.
Okay. I have one small.
I have one. Just one.
One tiny one. So I need to talk about my fail.
Oh yeah.
So remember my signature needle broke and they replaced it. And so I had done the one knee high and I had started the ribbing of the second knee high and my needle broke. The cable broke off the tip. Okay? You're up to speed. Got it replaced. Did the put it back, put the needle back on my sock back on my new needle. I got I knit on it for a week. Pretty solid, but still a week. And it broke. The replacement broke. And luckily I was more prepared for it.
Uh-huh.
Well, and it also it broke. See, the first one broke clean, whereas the second one more broke and was dangling by a thread. And so I was like, you've got to be kidding me. But it gave me time to get my stitches on another needle at least. And then as I was doing that, it broke completely. And I was just like, I'm done.
Right. Did they refund your money?
So, no. They had no interest. They were happy to send me another replacement needle. And I was like, keep your needle. No, thank you. I want my money back because this is ridiculous.
Right.
This is a $38 needle.
Right.
$38 for one needle. Or, two needles attached by a cable.
Right.
No, I would not like another replacement. That's just going to fail.
Right. In another week.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to use it because I don't want to risk it.
Yeah. So I was like, no, I don't want another replacement. I want my money back. And they were like, well, to do that, you have to go back. You have to return it to the store where you got it. Well, the store where I got it was West 7th Wool, and they don't sell signature needles on a regular basis. That was a trunk show.
That's right.
But they're amazing.
They are amazing.
I called them, and they were like, bring that crap in. We will 100%. And honestly, when I bought it, I had paid partially with cash, and that's the only reason I had to even come in at all. If I would have paid the whole thing with a credit card, they would have just refunded my money. But because I had paid half cash, half credit, they were like, sorry, you have to come get cash. And I'm like, no skin off my nose.
Right. Force me to come in.
Oh, darn.
No.
And so, luckily, they're awesome. But
yeah.
I kind of feel like they're within their right to be like, that was a trunk show. And then I would have had to go back to Signature and been like, I need to speak to your manager.
Right.
So, love West 7th Wool. They were horrified and but I think Hunter had said he's using one and it's fine, but I think one of the other employees had the same problem or something happened with theirs too. So he was like, this is concerning.
I know, maybe we need to rethink it.
So, West 7th Wool, huge shout out for their customer service.
Yes.
And when I was there, I bought my only trophy. So they gave me my money back. And then I was like, and I'll take this.
Oh, you got a
I just went ahead and bought one. I wanted one that was like an antique, and I just finally was like, you know what? I'm never gonna find one.
Same with my knitting knot.
Right.
I know.
And I thought that. I was like, we just have given up.
Right.
But they had one there. I was, and I was like, I'm just gonna get one.
Right.
So yeah, I got.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's cute. It's a Chow brand. And so yeah. I still came out on top. I still came out with more money than I went in.
Seriously. That's because those needles are so expensive.
Yeah. And so I did have to surrender the needle to Hunter, but I still have the first one that broke to use as a cable needle.
Oh, that's right. That's funny.
But the second one that broke, I gave to West 7th Wool because now they have to go to Signature and be like, you
and get
owe
their
us
money back. Yeah.
So I did. I thought, again, the theme is scraps.
Oh, yeah.
This is for my scraps.
To wind up. Nice.
So, yeah. And it was like $11. I mean, it was like, I'm just going to get it.
I know. I know. Same with the knitting knot.
I told my kids it was like, it's not funny. but it's kind of funny.
I know, right?
Because they were like, uh-huh. They were so scared.
They were so scared, yeah. Exactly. So my mom gave me a gift, kind of a New Year's gift. It's kind of more
cute.
like a knitting nook gift. So she gave me...
It's a nook warming. Why did we not have a party? And by we, I mean you.
Right.
What is that?
So there's scissors.
It almost looks like a pineapple.
That's what I said.
I can't tell what it is.
It's a lamb.
Oh, I see it now that it's in the light.
Oh, that's the back side. Sorry. There's a face on that side.
Yeah, I see it.
At first I said a rabbit. My first thought was it's a pineapple, and then I'm like, no. And then I said it's a rabbit. She's like, Allyn, no.
She's so offended.
She's like, what do you think that is? So I look closer, and I'm like, oh, it's a sheep.
Cute. So. Well, I automatically think pineapple because Amelia is still obsessed with pandas, but now she's obsessed with pandas and pineapples. Mm-hmm. So, like, she got pineapple stuff for Christmas. So my mind went straight to pineapple. I'm glad you did, too, because you don't think I'm psycho. But totally... No.
So they're for me to keep it nice on my table.
Oh, I like how that looks when you open them. How it's like...
It's silver on the inside.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're super sharp, so like I don't have to dig around for scissors. They'll be just right there on my table.
When I did my big reorg, I found... Not that they were long. I knew where they were, but like stuff gets shown. I found those really nice scissors we got at Horseshoe.
Yes. Knitting
Hill Country,
yes.
Hill Country Retreat.
Yes.
Well, I don't know the brand.
I don't know.
But like,
they're handmade, aren't they?
Yeah, and like fancy people sell them, like Fringe Supply sell, and they have these big handles and they're tiny little blades, so sharp. And I pulled those out and put them on my desk so that I will use them because that's where I wind my yarn. Yeah. And then I'm always like using the kids like safety scissors.
And it won't cut.
Yes,
like it won't cut.
Sawing, so I'm like using again chipmunking it. I was like, so I pulled those out and they're like in my desk organizer, so they'll actually be used.
Yes, exactly.
So I love that.
Yeah. Yay!
Yay!
Scissors.
And yay for little tiny trophies.
I know.
That was all for me.
That's all I have.
Oh, that's not true. But this, I didn't buy this. Someone gave me this. So I totally forgot to, this was in my project bag for my cowl. Oh, and it's black. It's my black By the Bay bag. And it was tucked in that very handy little pocket. And I totally stuck this in there and then like lost it. Like I didn't see it. Anyway, and I'd been looking for it, so I was glad that it was safe. I meant to talk about this like the last 2 episodes. Oh. Because I got this at Knitsgiving. We have this dear friend in Roanoke, Texas, who hosts Knitsgiving every year at her house. She's very brave. She invites us all over. She has a new house this year, so it was very much like, are you sure you want us all to like come? It was wonderful. Of course, I sat with Aaron and Amber, like our... Right. You gravitate towards, you're like, it's like, oh, my people. But there was, Allyn was there. Nana's Packets. I know, I didn't get to talk to her much, but she was very sad because I love her. But I was like, what? I know. You're here? Like, it was so exciting. Yeah, it was...
I know.
It was very fun. We do it, like, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and it was great. And our friend, Erica, she was one of the ones who gave us the yarn from Rhinebeck with Caitlin. Erica made these and gave them out to everybody. Aww. And like they were all different colors, so of course I chose the like pinky. Right. And it says thanks for being my friend. She like hand stamped, hand painted.
Oh my goodness.
And all of them, and then there's she's on the back.
Cute.
And they're coasters. And it's like Mod Podge.
Oh, so you can use this as a coaster.
Yeah, it's Mod Podge. Isn't it? She's so good. She makes that cold porcelain. Like she's just very artistic. So I'm sorry that it took me forever to show it, but thank you so much, Erica. I have used it. I have used it as a coaster. It was fun to like, because it's like, ooh, there's like a greeny one and a pinky one, and so I chose the pinky one.
And I love these kinds of things because like you think of that person every time you use it.
Erica. Our resident Sophia Vergara.
Yes.
So yes, thank you.
That's great. Yeah. Nice. Do we have anything else?
That is it.
Okay.
So we be freebie.
Oh yes.
That's it for me.
Every time I'm like,
oh yeah, we still have some stuff, so it's all on you.
Okay, so We Be Freebies is dark knitting.
Oh.
Because I need to cast on another project. Well, not now that you gave me the scraps. I'm like, okay, so
But those aren't going to get you that far.
Well, it'll get me a couple days.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
But I need some dark knitting, so yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm excited.
Okay. So, so the first is, and this is great because it's a scrappy bias shawl.
How stinking cute is
And
she?
I know, right? But look how, like, you can use any amount of scraps. Like, it was written so that you could use your minis, like when you get pick up minis from places or you have an Advent shawl. And it's so simple because it's just
and it doesn't matter if the scrap makes it all the way across or not.
Right.
See, this is more like what I need.
Because you have some bigger scraps.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want that other one back, the bigger one? So that, and it's just increase on one side, decrease on the other, and it makes just the bias triangle.
Okay, I love it. Scrappy bias.
Yes. Albany alpaca cowl.
That's classy.
It's based on that traditional wool blanket with those color stripes. So,
I can't remember what it is.
It's like a Hudson.
Yes.
Something.
I was like, it's not Albany. It's Hudson. Yeah.
Yeah. And then this.
Oh, I've looked at this pattern before.
Simple knit shrug.
Ooh.
You make a square or a rectangle and then sew it together,
leaving armholes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so, it's so cute.
It is super cute. I wonder though, like, see this model form does not have a butt, so I want to know how the back.
I know. I was curious about that
looks
too.
on the butt, so I would need to go look at the projects people have made and
of real people wearing it.
Yeah,
because it looks amazing on the mannequin.
It does.
But I remember.
But I also want that mannequin's figure.
But I like having legs.
That's true. Legs are good.
She has hips. She doesn't have any hips either, really.
Yeah. Then there's the Wilson wrap, which is similar to the can in that you do a whole bunch of garter and then you do a decorative border on the bottom. And I think that one's cast off also, that it goes sideways, like the edge goes sideways. Then,
oh, cute.
Yes. So this is a self-fringing shawl, and you've made a self-fringing shawl,
and it was super fun.
Right. And
so I would totally make another one.
Right. I love this yarn.
Me too.
I don't know what it is, but I love it.
That is fun.
It is, and it looks pretty heavy, like a worsted at least. And then some sweet little mitts, camellia mitts.
I thought it said Amelia, and I was like, it's close. your hand was covering the C, and I was like,
camellia mitts.
Cute.
Which, I mean, they're really just a tube with some, garter ridges. So those are Weeby freebies.
Those are good ones.
Get your dark knitting on, which means the reason, like, you don't have to have dark knitting, but I want to knit all the time.
Right.
And if I didn't knit when it was dark or I had to pay attention to something else, I wouldn't get to knit.
Well, and I'm sorry. Do people just sit and watch TV and not do something with their hands?
There are people that do that.
My husband does it. He's a monster. Or I look over and he's playing on his phone. I'm like, I thought we were watching The Crown.
Right.
He's like, I'm watching it. I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're looking at your phone. I am knitting, but I'm also watching the show.
Right.
What just happened? Tell me what just happened. He's like, I'm like, exactly. You need to be doing something with your hand.
Right. Not your eyeballs.
Not your eyes. So, yeah, I like to have stuff that I need to focus on, stuff that I don't, stuff I can do without looking at it.
Right.
That's why I always have a sock on the needle, which I don't have a sock on the needle right now, and it's so weird. But I'm about to cast on the shorties. The no-show. Shorty isn't even the right word.
Right, no.
No-show. And then I'm going to also cast on, like, a tube.
Right.
Because I have to have a tube.
Yes, you do.
Guess what I'm not using? Not using a signature. Sorry, signature. I tried.
Right.
I tried. I'm sure they're watching.
Right.
Sorry, y'all.
I know.
I tried.
But Chalgu and Hiya, if y'all want to send some love this way,
now
Chalgu has. They've been very supportive.
Hiya does not know I exist, and that's okay because I
need to work on that.
I've been in love with my needles for 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
They're still going strong, so they don't need to know I exist because I love them anyway. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, we will see you soon.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about our trips.
Yes, and next time we'll have a camp update.
Yes.
We
I was just about to say that.
We'll have made some progress.
Yes. And until then, don't forget to slay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.